I would say this year we've seen the craziest of fucking segments. The craziest of all fucking segments. Ever since Iran did their legal right to retaliate to Israel. And now, essentially, Fox News have been calling for World War III after this. Now, MSNBC and CNN coverage and Fox News coverage is very similar, despite what a lot of Americans think. MSNBC has this very fucking shady narrative in a lot of ways, but it was like, hey man, I think Israel should just take the win. They lying and they gaslighting on many different levels I can explain. But the liberal version, the liberal response to this, which I don't have time to show you, which I probably was going to, but I don't got time. But the liberal response to this, and you guys see this from the Biden administration, was, hey, come on, man. Just take the win. Hey, Israel, take the win, man. Please don't do anything. Fuck, you allowed to do. We acknowledge that you can do whatever you want. There's no one should be able to retaliate against you. We hate what Iran did, but just take the win, man. That's what the liberal side of the establishment is saying. You guys want to know what the conservative side of the establishment is saying? The side of the establishment that many people pretend is the anti-war side of the duopoly. You have Republicans and Fox News essentially calling for Israel to not only retaliate, but retaliate as strong as possible and essentially launch World War III. So I'm going to play this video, and I got a lot to say about this. So let's dive in.
Updated on this. Joining us now, Israeli Special Operations veteran Aaron Cohen, former Pentagon official Brent Sadler. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. How do you expect, first to you, Brent, how will Israel respond to Iran attacking it for the first time with more than 320 missiles and drones? This is the largest swarm attack in history. Is it going to attack Iran's oil fields, nuclear sites, missile factories? Brent, what would you tell it to do?
You gotta see how she's fantasizing.
I think first and foremost, Israel.
You know, she's like, I'm sorry to interrupt you so soon, but I think that's funny. So look at the frame of the question. She's like, man, tell me what Israel might do. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me, Daddy. Tell me what Israel's gonna do. Are they gonna strike the nuclear plant? Are they gonna strike the nuclear plant? Or are they or will they commit troops on the ground? She's like begging her. She's like begging him to say something kinky to her, damn near. Like they get off on war talk. Let's listen to the frame of the question.
Israel respond to Iran attacking it for the first time with more than 320 missiles and drones. This is the largest swarm attack in history. Is it going to attack Iran's oil fields, nuclear sites, missile factories? Brent, what would you tell it to do?
Talk dirty to me.
Well, and first and foremost, Israel and the United States cannot allow this massive and very coordinated attack from various vectors from Yemen to Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon to stand. It cannot be allowed to become some new normal that's somehow accepted behavior on the behalf of the mullahs in Tehran. So a response is needed, and it has to do a few things. It has to get attention of not just those in Tehran, but also those in other capitals that wish to do Israel and the United States' interests more broadly.
So
what does that mean? Guys, that is a legitimate call for World War III, what he just said. He said they need to respond in a way that gets the attention of Tehran, which they already have. Tehran said if they fucking do anything, we're going to punch them even harder. Tehran said if Israel responds, this retaliation is going to be nothing. Now, I do got to acknowledge they may be bullshitting. We gotta be clear. We got to be honest. There's a chance they're bullshitting there. But what he's saying is we need Tehran to respond in a way that will provoke war. But not only them, we need anyone who wish Israel harm to be put on notice. This psychopath in front, I was about to say millions, but I don't know if that many. In front, let's just say Fox News audience, he is declaring his support for Israel for start World War III. These are the people who climb the social ladder of the dominant white culture that I criticize. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset at this stream, but you guys see me drag black boomers too. So shut the fuck up. Like I drag all these. I hold my community accountable too. But this is the guy who he climbed the ladder. This is the station that is on everywhere we go. This is the station that your uncles and your parents is watching. They watching Fox News. Watch them motherfuckers declare World War III. They're like, yeah, god damn, yeah, this is some great ass shit right here. Anyway, let's continue.
What would it do, Aaron? So Aaron, so what do you think? Finish your thought there, Brent.
No, I think you're right. As far as the specific targets, you could go from the easy to the hard. Easy would be taking out the Iranians' spy vessel that's helping the Houthis attack shipping, which is a systematic and global attack on all of shipping. It's impacting everyone. Just something
No, it's
more
not.
targeted.
Wait, fact check. Fact check. Fake news. No, it's not. It's only impacting the countries that are supporting Israel. You know who have free right to go through the Red Sea? China and Russia, for example. Russia and China signed a pact. They sending warships to the Red Sea. They're letting people through the Red Sea if they don't support the genocide. This is a fact that every single corporate media channel, not just Fox News, leaves out on purpose. Just letting you guys know.
Going after the IRGC leadership more aggressively than Israel already has, because clearly that is getting Iran's attention, or the mullah's attention, and so press that harder and weaken their ability to support their proxies.
Aaron,
and then finally taking the attack to Iran proper.
Got it. Aaron, what would you tell them to do?
Well, Liz, I can tell you what I think they're doing. Israel's got a couple of...
I don't think she was impressed by the first guy. She's like, man, I don't know, man. I want you to talk dirty to me, but he didn't really do it. Come on, guy. Can you talk dirty to me? Like she's being disappointed by his answer. I may be just having too much fun with this segment now. But look at her disappointment. She's like, man, I want you to talk about fucking globe. I want you to go more than that. He didn't do it. So he begged the other guy to do
Aaron,
the job.
what would you tell him to do?
Well, Liz, I can tell you what I think they're doing. Israel's got a couple of very specialized capabilities. One is actionable intelligence. So they're going to be listening to thousands of phone calls. They're going to have thousands of analysts listening. They're going to continue to cut down the leadership of Iran. They said that sends a very strong psychological message, number one. And it completely diffuses the command structure of Iran and their capabilities. But the other one is going to be Israel's elite JTAC, or Joint Terminal Attack Unit, Sheldog, the Kingfisher unit. And that unit's going to be able to put missiles on the third hair in a barnyard anywhere in western Iran where those 300 missiles probably were launched from. So all of those missile batteries and all those Predator or all those suicide drones are going to get attacked. And I wouldn't be surprised if Israel starts putting boots right now quietly on the ground.
Oh, my God, bro. She is soaked after that one. Bro, she like, go keep the camera off of me right now. Keep the camera off of me. There's a reason why she's not on camera, bro. You know that did it right there. That's the spot. That's the spot that she wanted to be hit. Oh, this guy's good. She's like, whoo, I got this man pack. You guys want to hear it again? You guys see when he hit the spot for her? Holy shit, that was crazy. Listen to
barnyard anywhere in western Iran where those 300 missiles probably were launched from. So all of those missile batteries and all those Predator or all those suicide drones are going to get attacked. And I wouldn't be surprised if Israel starts putting boots right now quietly on the ground, commando-capable reconnaissance units to start getting additional listening devices in place. Listen, Iran made a mistake. Israel's not going to wait. Now's not the time for submissive. You know, the Middle East.
You see why she called on him second? She's like, all right, the first dude weak. Come on, man. Finish the job. Do what he didn't do. This is literally insane.
Farsi and Arabic, which Biden doesn't speak. The Middle East does not respond to passive or submissiveness. They respond to strength, and Israel's about to wind it up.
So this story, Brent, why did the Biden White House, Reuters reported this is causing a furor. Reuters reporting that the Biden White House conveyed to Iran via Turkey that Iran's attack must be, quote, within certain limits. Brent, why is the Biden White House anywhere near talks with Iran on striking Israel?
It defies logic, and it certainly is not very much the behavior of an ally to be acting this way. And certainly green
allies don't let other allies start World War III. How about that, sir? But I let him finish his unhinged answer. This is too much for me.
Lighting even some limited attack. This is the same type of logic that got us into a war in Ukraine, quite frankly. In the weeks leading up to it, you had the president say a little incursion or invasion is probably acceptable. And now we're 2+ years into the war in Ukraine, depleting our munitions and depleting our own treasure, trying to defeat Putin's invasion in Ukraine when clear articulation of forceful diplomacy and military presence probably would have prevented that war. And now it seems like same logic is at play. Could buy us another war in the Middle East.
Aaron, there is what Brent is saying. They're playing both sides of it. I mean, then you have the Biden officials that they're claiming victory. How can it take a victory lap when it was Israel's remarkable air defense systems that shot down 99% of those hundreds of cruise missiles and ballistic missiles? I mean, 7 got through. Israel did get help from the U.S., UK, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and France. But how can the Biden White House, take a victory lap here?
Well, the Biden White House doesn't speak Farsi, Liz. We have an expression at the old intelligence building in Glilot, Tel Aviv, which is Behet Das Rasi Darim, which means we're going to get to every one of these leaders. And that's what Israel understands. We understand the culture.
He's advocating for terrorism, advocating for an action that's definitely going to start World War III. Fucking openly traitorous scum that is given a platform on Fox News.
Liz, we understand the mindset. You want peace in the Middle East, you have to do it through strength. That's how you're going to get peace. Yeah. Biden doesn't get it. Blinken doesn't get it. But we get it in Israel. It's not our first dance, and we're going to have it. Stand by.
I didn't catch that. My bad. So apparently the guy on the left is Israeli. That's why he was talking about Tel Aviv. I didn't know that the first time I watched the same. I get that. I must have missed that part. So look, you got to see Fox News, and this lady in the middle, like, oh my God, I got an Israeli man here speaking dirty to me. Fox News inviting Israelis, non-Americans on in order to convince Americans to go to World War III with them. Wow. You already know she's just fantasizing about all the young men, especially black and brown men. Oh, that's bonus. That will be sacrificed for Israelis' war.
This whole issue, Biden keeps saying the word don't to Iran, don't to Russia or China. Don't. But U.S. enemies ignore that, Brent. Show the track record here of Biden saying don't. It's not foreign policy. Then they deploy U.S. assets after the fact. NBC is quoting foreign policy pros that this Biden White House is failing miserably. Biden is sleepwalking the U.S. into another catastrophic war in the Middle East. We want to get to this sound, Brent. Let's get your reaction to Senators John Kennedy and Tom Cotton here. Watch this.
My advice to the president today, for what it's worth, Mr. President, don't.
I'm sorry. It's crazy how this guy is a fucking senator. I literally can't listen to this dude without fucking laughing. He has the goofiest fucking voice. Every time I see this guy, I think of that Mr. Potato Head soundboy. I'm going to see if I can find. Sorry, I'm going to let it continue. This guy, what's his fucking name? Sunday Kennedy. This guy is a fucking joke. Let me see if I can find this clip. I can't believe people listen to this guy.
My advice to the president today, for what it's worth, Mr. President, don't. Stop it. Support Israel. With respect, go to Amazon and buy a spine online. Peace through weakness never works, not with these hard men.
But the kind of parade of horribles you just mentioned, Trey, I want to stress is happening because Joe Biden has projected weakness all around the world. Russia did not invade Ukraine on Donald Trump's watch. He did on Barack Obama and Joe Biden's watch. Iran would have never thought to shoot 300 missiles and drones at Israel when Donald Trump was president. Russia and Iran and China wouldn't have been mutually supporting each other in wars of unprovoked aggression the way they are now when Donald Trump was president.
Brent, what do you think? Is the U.S. safer under Biden?
Absolutely not. And I think that the evidence bears that out time and time again. And this notion that you can simply talk yourself out of a confrontation when another party is dead set on challenging you or attacking you, it's not going to work.
What are you talking about? That is called peace negotiations, sir. And that is how every war ends. That's how every conflict is avoided. Every time there's a conflict that is avoided, it's because two sides who wanted to fight come together and like, all right, let's not fight. Every time there's a war, the war ends when the two people want to rip each other's heads off, say, let's not fight. This guy is saying the process of maintaining peace is not possible. Damn. The United States tried peace through strength. That's been our foreign policy for 50 years. And the world is as dangerous as ever. So So if peace through strength works, then the world will be more peaceful than it's ever been. But no, it's not. And on one end, they'll say, we got to do peace through strength. And then on the other side of their mouth, they'll say, oh my God, terrorism has an all-time high. Which one is it? Iran is more aggressive after Trump kills General Soleimani. Trump didn't kill General Soleimani, and Iran like, oh my God, we got to protect our generals. We don't want generals to die, so we got to calm down and play ball with the United States. No, they became more anti-American. This idea of peace through strength, that is bullshit. And it's never worked. And we know because we see the result of peace through strength. Enemies of the state everywhere. Quote unquote, terrorism everywhere. War everywhere. If peace through strength worked, there would be no more war.